Hello Internet, my name is Kevin Bennett and I'm the owner of Cleverbox Artworks, and I recently bought myself a style CNC router from a Chinese company, and they use the LNC MW2200 controller, and there's not a lot of information available on that controller, so I thought I'd just go through a few of the features with you. In this video, what I'm going to show you is how to set the 0 for your component, in other words your G54 position. So the first thing we do is I'll show you where I have on my, for the purposes of this exercise, I put a little piece of wood. It's actually not stuck down, but it's just there to give you an idea of how to set the zeros. And this is how I do it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go over to the machine, to the console, and I'll use the jog feature to get the head closer to the X and Y coordinate. So I hit the jog function right here, and then I use the buttons here to get me close to where I want to be. Whoops, I went the wrong way. There we go, wanted to go backwards. So now I've got the head fairly close to where I want it to be, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the manual controller, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing we do is we hit the MPG button, manual program controller, I don't know what it stands for, and then we have this little doodad here. And this has the X, Y, Z and the 4th axis switches on it, and then we have speed settings of 1 to 100, and then a little wheel which we manipulate. So now what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to point the camera, and I'm going to just nestle down and show you how I set the X and Y coordinates. So the first thing I do is I'm going to just take the Z down as close as I want it, and now I sort of manipulate it so I get it approximately where I want it. Just the same as you would on any machine. Take my Z. I'm happy with that, and now I'm going to adjust my Y. And finally my Z. Oops. Help if the part didn't move. And so there we have it. I'm satisfied that that's the X and Y and Z coordinates. So the head's where I want it to be. Now what I do is I go back. And this is how you zero the machine. Go to Setup. That brings up this screen here. Very, very important. Put your cursor in the G54 column, because we're about to set the X, Y, and Z coordinates, and you want to make sure you're setting the G54 coordinates, not the base coordinates. Okay, so you're in the G54 column. The next button to press is Teach In, or F3. And now you have the options here to set all, or you can set each of the axes independently. I'm going to do a set all, and you'll notice that the absolute coordinates change from what they are now to 0. So now what I've done there is I've set the X, Y, and Z coordinates of the start position for my my project. Alrighty, hope that was helpful. I'll continue with some other videos. Thanks and have a great day.